Because most people look at me and are like, well, how do you become so successful? How did you get it? Like, how do you become a multimillionaire? Like, how did you do it? Like, how did you pull yourself out of your situation and learn? Because you have to understand how I think. You have to understand what I've learned and how I've grown. If you really want to know, some people think they want to know and they just want to know, show me the money. Nah, I'm showing you the money. I'm showing you the money of the mind. There's another scripture that talks about the harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few, right? Which means that a lot of people want stuff without planting a seed. A lot of people want stuff for free without planting a seed. A lot of people expect that because you know something that you should be giving this information for free. Now, I can do it for free, but the reason why I have you plant the seed is because I understand the principle, the spiritual principle and concept of sowing seeds, and you will be robbed if you did not sow the seed so that you can reap the harvest. And I understand that. Like for me personally, because most people look at me and are like, well, how do you become so successful? How did you get it? Like, how do you become a multimillionaire? Like, how did you do it? Like, how did you pull yourself out of your situation and learn? Because you have to understand how I think. You have to understand what I've learned and how I've grown. If you really want to know, some people think they want to know and they just want to know, show me the money. Nah, I'm showing you the money. I'm showing you the money of the mind. You have to think differently, right? You have to understand how it really works and how it all works together. The harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few. So you have to do work, right? Some people just want the rewards of growing their business without having to do the work. And I said that to say that even though like you're here for 5 days and you're learning all this stuff, and at the end of the day, in order for you to get to this money, like a lot of you want to grow your money all the way up, you want to generate revenues, you want to leverage government contracts to be able to grow your, grow your legacy and all those things. In order for you to do that, it takes work. So I'm saying this to say that this is not for the weak. Like, honestly, this is me, Carwana, not Dr. Carwana. This is me, Carwana, talking to you all so that you understand that it's work, but the work is worth it. So for and many of you can attest, especially those who have tried to get started with government contracts, bumped your head, got locked out of SAM, can't get through all those things. Most people give up. They're like, oh, it doesn't work. Most people go because they don't understand the NAICS codes, what the government is selling, how to look at opportunities, say, oh, there's nothing out there for me. Most people give up, but I don't want any of you to give up. I want you to know that this is a guaranteed pool of spending that by law, right? This is the reason why I say build your business off principles and standards and stand on the laws that govern how it works. By law, they have to give it to you, right? Now, it's not 100% of the time that you ask for opportunities that they're going to give it to you, but it's a greater chance that you will get it than you not if you don't do nothing at all, right? It's not 100% of the bids that you submit. You're not going to win 100% of the time, but many people are landing 70% of the ask, 70% of the bids that they submit, they win simply because of principles and strategies. But you have to know that it's going to be work. You will get no. You will, and something told me, like, I always pray before I show up on these sessions, because I want God to be able to speak through me. Because for some of you, you're going to appreciate the information that's flowing through me to you to change your life. And I don't want any of you to bump your head and figure that it does not work. It works when you work it. It works when you're consistent. It works when you do not give up. You have to know and be willing. Like, if you see an opportunity for you to change your life, you have to be willing to go through and to get the no's. Thank you for that no. Okay, oh yeah. Oh, so why was it a no? So now I understand why it was a no. So when I do it the next time, I can do it the right way based off what the feedback that you gave me. You're the agency, you're giving it to me, right?